Good afternoon, YouTube. Today I'm going to demonstrate on this Triumph Speed Twin how I use ECU tune with this dongle attached to the bike electronics. Okay, let's have a look. On the Speed Twin, you have the OBD connector here. This is where you need to connect the OBD Link to the connector. So the first thing you need to do is connect the OBD Link to the connector, and then it will be powered. So you can see from the lights it will be powered, and the Bluetooth is searching for pairing. So what you got to do is to use an Android phone. So make sure it's paired by going to settings, which is the Bluetooth connection, and check that it's paired. So Bluetooth is on and OBD Link already connected. Yes, it's all okay because I'm using this for a few times. To switch on the bike, okay, switch on the bike, power up, and also make sure the kill switch is put to on. So the next thing is open up the TuneECU program on Android. Okay, you will have this kind of screen. What you need to do is select ECU, then you do a selection of ECU. There you will have a few ECU connection, which is Moto Guzzi, Moto Morini, Triumph Segem, Triumph Kehin, and others. On this particular bike, which is the Speed Twin, you have to use the Triumph Kehin selection. So do select on the Triumph Kehin selection. Then the next step you need to do is select ECU again and hit connect. So it's showing that connecting to Triumph Kehin. So once that's been done, you can see you will start to get connection status, and you will start to get readings on the sensor. So sensor reading, you will start to get sensor reading. Right, in this TuneECU, there are a few selections. You can select sensor. So select sensor, then you have list of sensor. You have throttle position, engine speed, battery voltage, voltage from ignition key input to ECM, air temperature sensor. You scroll down, you will have more. So whatever sensor value you want to be displayed, you can just put a tick box, tick it, and it will display. So there's a lot of indication. So I just select gear position, and there's a lot. Start, relay, throttle, many things. Then you select OK, and you have a gear position at the bottommost of the sensor. So this can be added. Right, there are a few pages. This first page, you can have this page, which is showing you cylinder 1, 2, the pressure, the TPS, gear position sensor on the left. Then on the right you will have the kilometer per hour and RPM gauge. Then you have another indication, which have on the left gauge you have a map sensor. You also have TPS, then temperature and gear position. On the right, still the same, which is the kilometer per hour indication and RPM indication. You just scroll another one, it will be the map for the ECU fuel scheduling. We don't really want to disturb this, but you can see, you can open, if there's a map already downloaded, you can open it. And basically you can also disconnect from the system, and you can also have an information selected. Information is actually the information on ECU. It will give VIN numbers of the bike. So I would not want to open up that because it will go give a VIN number of my bike. So basically then you will have glossary and web forum if you want to go into web forum. Let's go back to the first page. So this is the first page where you have the sensor. If you started up the engine, the value of the sensor will change. Let's go to the second page. Right, the second page, and basically let's select ECU, and once you select ECU, you have disconnect, error codes, test and adjustment information again. So basically just select error codes. If there's an error code, it will be shown. So this is good, the bike have no error codes. Then you can close, then select ECU again, and select test and adjustment. Here you will have testing. You can have tachometer testing, radiator fan, fuel pump, purge valve, SAI, ride-by-wire motor, headlamp test. So let's just do a tachometer test. What you will see, speedo will go to 100 and RPM will go to 50. So let's select tachometer test and have a run, and you will have this run in progress. You'll see the gauge have moved, then it will go back after the test is completed. So the gauge has moved back. Then you can exit the test, or you can do a next test, which is the radiator fan. What you will hear on the radiator fan will be the fan running. Select radiator fan and do a run. So you can hear the radiator fan running. There's no indication other than what on the phone, and also the sound of fan running. You can do as next, which is fuel pump. Same thing, the fuel pump will start to run. You can hear the fuel pump. Okay, that's a fuel pump running. You can do a next test. Purge valve. Unfortunately, there's no purge valve installed on this aircraft, on this motorcycle. So once you select run, there's nothing. Error has occurred because it's not there. Even SAI, I'm not sure what this SAI stand for, but I got to check. You hit run again, there's an error because there's no SAI installed on this bike. Ride-by-wire. So this is the throttle body. They've been checking the throttle body motor. You can just slightly hear the motors running at the throttle body area. Then nothing, it's just a silent test. Then next test will be headlamp test. Headlamp test, what will happen is that the headlamp will come on and off. So just I will select headlamp and do a test run. So you can see the headlamp will be turning on and off on this test. This is a test of the headlamp. Okay, and then next, the test is completed. Then another selection will be adjustment. You can select adjustment. You'll have reset adaptation, ABS system, reset service interval, TPMS, that is tire pressure monitoring system. These are only about 4 selection available. You can select ABS. You can just do a simple test connecting to ABS module. Please wait, and it will just do check error codes if there's an error codes in the system. You can do front wheel speed, what is the indication, rear wheel speed, brake switch status, warning lamp. Then you can bleed the ABS system. However, do not want to select that, because when you do a bleeding of ABS system, the ABS pump will run, and like most bike, it will run to bleed the ABS system. I just close it under adjustment, and I do not want to select the reset service interval because it may void warranty, because the bike is still under warranty. Because if you are doing your own maintenance, you can reset the service interval so that there's no indication on your speedometer for service. TPMS, this bike is not equipped with TPMS. So that's basically the TuneECU. You can do a lot of things. The most important thing, you can record basically the fault codes, which is important for us to know what's the problem with the bike. And also we can test few things, and also can do adjustment on brake system, and you can reset the service interval. That is very important. Okay, that's about it, the test. So I'm going to restore. It's about to rain, so I better be quick. So I just pull out the OBD Link dongle, restore back the motorcycle, and that's it. Thanks YouTube for watching. Bye.